This isn't about race. This is about right and wrong. And you don't bring a knife to a track meet. Let's get to the video. Let's break this down because the media won't. Carmelo Anthony didn't defend himself, he attacked. Austin Metcalf was walking away. There was no weapon, no threat, no justification for what Carmelo did. And people keep trying to make justice up in their head. This isn't justice. This is street politics at its finest. Before we get to the video, let me be clear. If the roles were reversed, races were reversed, do you think people would still be feeling the same way? I don't know. Let's get right to the video.
Brandon, thanks for being with us here today. You've been following this story closely. It only seems to get more wild and, quite honestly, more abhorrent by the day.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me on. And it is very despicable what we've seen so far. And it just speaks to the underlying underbelly of racism that still exists in this country, perpetuated by Black people, in my personal opinion. I made a statement on one of my videos to tell Metcalf's father, quit capitulating to these Black people because they do not want to be your friend. A lot of them who are associated with this incident, that's giving money in the GoFundMe, who's representing the family, they secretly despise and hate white people and want revenge for what they believe is.
And the crazy part about it is, guys, there's so many GoFundMe's all over, all over. You know, at least 100 people saying help his family. These are the same exact people that sit there and say we want justice for Austin, then we want justice for Carmelo.
Still a wrong way back in slavery. So it's turning south as the capitulation continues. But another thing that I find is going to be very problematic is that you have people that are pushing disinformation that makes it appear that this is a self-defense claim. And I do not think that this kid has a chance at self-defense, which is going to be horrible for him at the end of the day.
That does seem to be what the claim will be made when it gets to the court. But in the public opinion or in the public sphere, Brandon, you're right. We're already seeing comparisons made. In fact, Dominic Alexander did it yesterday at that press conference. He made comparisons to, for example, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, that has to be the most asinine thing that you can even try to express. Kyle Rittenhouse was attacked. He was chased down, cornered. A guy tried to take his weapon. He shot him. Another person tried to use a deadly weapon against him, which was a skateboard at the time.
So they're trying to make you believe that just walking away was a dangerous weapon, so he needed to stab this guy. He was there looking for war. You know, he went there with a knife. This is so provoked. And if you think otherwise, if you claim to be my friend or anything like that, and you're mad at me for how I feel because I'm pointing out common sense, hey, forget you. But this, come on, man, you don't bring a knife anywhere and think it's gonna go the right way. He was in their tent. They told him to get out, and he didn't like that, so he just shows violence. That nah. That ain't it, man. You can't make me believe that's it, man. Let's keep playing this video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments.
Ended up shooting him, and another person pulled a gun on him. And what else could he have done but protect himself lawfully in a place that he belonged? This is a very different situation. You have a young man who brought a knife to a track meet, which is already illegal, bringing a knife on the premise of a sporting event. And then you have the person, obviously, with the evidence that we have so far, is premeditating a stabbing because he has his hands in the bag and he's telling them, touch me and see what happens. You only need a split second to develop premeditation. So if you have a plan that you're going to use a weapon against somebody, before you use the weapon, that's premeditation. And not utilizing equal force against a person is another uphill battle for him. Someone pushing you does not necessitate you to use deadly force against them. In no world is that legal, especially not in the state of Texas.
Let me ask you a question, in your opinion, Brandon, of Dominique Alexander. That press conference, I think we both agree.
Wait one second. The media wants to twist this and make it look like a heat of the moment mistake. You know, when he packed that knife in his bag, he already made up the decision of what he was gonna. He made up the decision of what he was gonna do. That's premeditated murder at its finest, man. What are you guys thinking? Let's play this video
Was
out.
absolutely appalling. He managed to butcher not just regular English grammar, but he managed to butcher the facts, for example, of Kyle Rittenhouse case. How does someone with not just his inabilities, but his criminal record become a voice in the public eye for someone like the family of Carmelo Anthony?
Will, this is just a continuation of the manipulation from Black leaders to just pimp out these families for money. This man is not qualified whatsoever. And I can put my life on it that the defense team is literally want to throw up thinking about this guy litigating or putting information out in the public, and he's an idiot. He can't even say defense. What did he say? Self-defense. The other day he said self-defense. He don't even know how to say self-defense. And then also, I think what his objective is, and people may be missing this, is that they want to get the public to be on their side in order to taint the jury pool. Because as much disinformation they can put out there, as much sympathy they can garnish from the surrounding public, when it's time to do jury selections, they're going to have a lot of people that have sympathy towards Karmelo Anthony, which could create a hung jury situation. But this gentleman who has a criminal record is not a fair and good representation for this family. I actually feel sorry for that little boy. Well, not that the fact that he killed somebody, but that they're thrusting him into a position that I don't think he wants to take. Karmelo Anthony should take a plea deal, because anybody that's thinking he's going to win in a defense claim in court is in for a rude awakening. And it's just very sad, this whole thing. One kid is dead.
It's very sad.
Another kid is going to probably spend his rest of his life in prison. And then you have these people pimping the family out to make as much money as they can and leave them high and dry at the end of the day.
And if the cost be racial division in this country, then so be it. That's the cost to pay for these actors, these grifters. Brendan Tatum, thank you so much for talking about this case with me here today.
Justice doesn't care about skin color. It cares about the truth, and the truth is Austin Metcalf was murdered. Guys, before we end this video out, I want to show you one more thing. But if we call that justice, what do we tell every other kid that showed up with just a pair of cleats to run? Come on, man. I'm going to show you guys one more video.
We have an assault over here. Hey, please, this woman right here in the mask, she made someone. Please get rid of her.
He was getting in her fucking face.
She got assaulted. I got it on video.
Oh my God.
She got assaulted. She got assaulted on video. You're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. A black man is telling you you are not supposed to be here. You're not invited to this event.
He threatened me.
Oh my God, no way. Free auntie. Oh my God.
I'm telling you guys, man, the little kid with the phone talking about free auntie, this is extremely childish. In no world, in no place should this be allowed. Just look at this, man.
Give us the water. Back up. Back up. Do not interfere with the arrest. Move, please. Move, please. You're interfering by not letting us walk. Back up. Do not get in the way. I know, man. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. No.
Let me know what you guys are thinking. If the roles were reversed, what would be in this situation? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.